50 again. So 50 recently did an interview with Hot Houston's 97.9 box. And in the interview, this is what most people took from the interview because it was the most like attention grabbing part of the interview. He said, let me see. He said the person asked whether there's ever been anyone who spoke out against him, but later did a U-turn and apologized for the actions. He says, yeah, I get that all the time. What's ill is when you're in the seat, the driver's seat, a lot of times, no, every time something goes wrong, it's your fault. If you ask artists why their career didn't go the way they want, it's the fault of the record label. See what I'm saying? I happened to become the record label. So all those artists that were around and didn't do exactly what they thought they were supposed to do, it's my fault that it didn't. They give it to me individually now. Like it's not the company, it's him. And then he mentions Spider Loc. Revealed that the West Coast artist Spider Loc was angry with him. If he'd had a hit, it would have worked, he said. That just didn't work. And then he said he brought up the example of OT Genesis, who struggled to make a hit while he was under 50. But then the second he left G-Unit Records, he said, I had him for a record. 50 explained, after that record didn't work, he went and made a hit record. That's why me and him have the best relationship ever, because he was let go to go and do that. And he went and made that hit, and he made his money. 50 concluded there are other people. The other people are upset because they felt like they could have did it. If you did it for me, so it's your fault. You didn't do it for me. I can't make people buy records.
Straight up.
I don't know. I think it goes both ways. I think it's about how much effort you want to put into it, how much money, time, effort. Because if you really put money, time, effort, you can make an artist, for the most part, be big.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on, it's rare that like you put a lot of money into artists and don't become big. Just depends on how much time and effort you want to put into it. Like a Game. Game was struggling with Aftermath. Struggling. Was about to get dropped. I mentioned that in the Game versus Jay-Z documentary. It was about to get dropped. Yeah. And then 50 came in and put time and effort into writing the hooks, putting budget, putting him under G-Unit, pushing him, and then boom, 500,000 sold first week. That wouldn't have happened if it was just Dr. Dre and, I don't know. So I think the Spider Loc situation, I know where that's coming from. I've seen the whole interaction. Spider Loc, he said he had an album finished. Great songs. He said, amazing, it was finished. I presented to 50. 50 didn't want to release it. So, I don't know. Maybe 50 didn't feel like there was not hit records on there.
Yeah, probably.
But that's what he said. That's his side of the story, is that, hey, I brought this album. It was finished. Had features from 50. Had features, all these dope G-Unit features, production. Everything was dope. It's called a beautiful day, but it's Bluetiful Day, like a blue, because he's a Crip, whatever. Blue. So yeah, the album's supposed to come out. I remember hearing about it 2007, 2008, never came out. But that's what he says. He says he presented the album, 50 just said, nah, I don't want to release this. But I mean, Birdman said the same shit about Lil Wayne's Carter 5. Remember when people were saying free Carter 5, free Lil Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently when Lil Wayne presented that Carter 5 album to Birdman, Birdman said it's not good enough. And to be honest with you, when it came out, did Carter 5 really do anything? I don't remember. I barely remember shit off Carter 5 right now. For being
sometimes
honest.
You're right, man. It just depends.
Depends on the situation, really. But the OT Genesis example is a good example. Didn't work. He had the Jackie Chan record. Remember that? I stunned Jackie Chan.
Yeah. And
he was under G-Unit, and it just didn't go out the way that was supposed to go. Got left, went to sign to Busta Rhymes. Boom, I'm in love with the Coco. He got a hit record. Then he got Cut It with Young Dolph, and just took off after that. So, just sometimes the label situation just ain't it, man. It just doesn't work, and you got to kind of keep it moving. But if you're meant to make hit records, you'll figure out a situation somewhere else that works for you, and you'll make hit records. If you're really a hit, like Game, for example. Game gets dropped from Aftermath, or gets kicked out of G-Unit, changed from Aftermath. Dre doesn't help him. 50 doesn't help him. Game came back with a second album, had a hit, man. One blood, So if you're really meant to have hits, you're gonna make it happen regardless. Definitely. It doesn't matter about the situation.